I used to troll online for fun. Nothing serious, just harmless jokes, little pranks to pass the time. I never imagined that one night would change everything, that a few keystrokes could open a door I couldn't close. But boredom had a way of convincing me that the unknown was thrilling. It started as a curiosity, a dare to myself. I had heard whispers of hidden corners of the web, places that weren't meant for casual visitors. Dark forums, invisible directories, and chat rooms where nobody you knew could follow. The thrill of exploring them was irresistible. My room was dim, lit only by the blue glow of my monitor, the hum of my computer filling the silence. I was alone, or so I thought, and then I found it. Confession booth. The interface was black, empty, almost sterile. Only one other user appeared, Priest Zero. Curiosity turned into mischief. I typed the first thing that came to mind, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned." I microwaved my goldfish. Almost instantly, the reply appeared, "You shouldn't lie in confession." I laughed. A bot, probably. Nothing more. I typed again. I strangled Santa Claus. Not true. Not yours. Try again. I tried a few more harmless jokes, expecting similar automated replies. But the responses became more precise, sharper, and unsettling. It was as if someone, or something, knew the limits of my mind, the exact edge of my humor. My heart thumped harder, the air in the room feeling dense and heavy. Still, I pressed on. The thrill had taken root, the idea of outsmarting this mysterious entity too enticing to resist. I crafted more elaborate confessions, each one darker than the last, and with every rejection, a small shiver traveled down my spine. This wasn't like any prank I had ever pulled. Finally, I typed something far darker, something that should have been impossible. I killed a man, cut him up, buried him behind the old church. There was a pause, or maybe just a slow heartbeat, but then the words appeared, "Yes, that one's yours." I froze. Laughter died in my throat. I hadn't killed anyone, or at least I didn't think I had, but the words felt like a door opening in my mind. Memories I had buried, dismissed, or ignored began to surface. Flashes of dirt under my nails, the sharp smell of iron, the weight of a shovel in my hands, a muffled scream echoing in the distance. My pulse raced, my stomach churned, and the room itself seemed to close in around me. I slammed the laptop shut, yanking the cord from the wall. Panic drove me to toss the device into the bathtub. Silence followed, thick and oppressive, wrapping around me like a shroud. And then the speakers hissed. A wet, rasping voice, impossibly close yet far away, slithered into the room. "I remember the dirt on your hands." The hairs on my arms rose. My breath caught. I spun toward the mirror above my desk. The glass fogged as if someone had exhaled on the other side. Letters began forming in the condensation, drawn by a finger I could not see. Confession accepted. "Welcome back." I stumbled backward. My own reflection stared at me, but it wasn't me. Its smile was too wide, too sharp, and it lingered in a way that was unnatural, predatory. I wanted to scream, but no sound came. I reached out, and the reflection reached back. Memories surged like a tide I had no control over, nights I could not remember, faces I had not seen but recognized. The old church, the soil I had shoveled, the muffled cries, and me, smiling. Or was it him? The laptop on the floor hissed again, static crackling like whispered voices in the dark. Shadows stretched along the walls, twisting in shapes that defied reason. The room seemed to pulse with anticipation. I realized then that I was not alone, not really. Something had followed me through the web, something patient and aware. I tried to run, but the door wouldn't budge. The mirror's shards shimmered as if liquid, reflecting not just me, but the room itself bending and distorting. The face in the mirror whispered my name, elongated and guttural, a sound that felt wrong in every corner of my chest. "Welcome back." I couldn't look away. The floorboards creaked, my own heartbeat loud in my ears, and then I understood. I hadn't been trolling anyone. I hadn't been playing games. From the moment I typed my first joke in that chat room, something had been watching, shaping me, testing me, and now it was claiming me. The shards of the mirror reflected my eyes one last time, before the darkness swallowed everything. My reflection smiled, wide and sharp, a perfect imitation of me, but I was gone. The laptop screen flickered back to life on its own, the text cursor blinking in the empty chat room. Next confession? And somewhere deep in the web, Priest Zero waited,